Friends, I get a common query that can Tally to database utility be used to export data for multiple companies of Tally in one go? So answer is yes. So this video, I have three branches as three companies of my Tally. Okay, and I want to arrive at a consolidated financials. So I would be utilizing this utility to generate trial balances for all the companies in automated fashion, and then would be merging this trial balance in Excel using Power Query. So over to my screen. As you can see on the screen, I have three companies in Tally. Okay, so you can call it as branches or maybe acquired companies, and I want to generate trial balances of all these companies and merge it so that I can consolidate. Okay, so let's see how you can automatically generate the trial balances and later on merge it using Power Query in Excel. Okay, so I hope you already have downloaded the utility from the project page. Don't worry, the link of it has already been included. Okay, now if you open this config.json, okay, and click edit with notepad plus plus, so you can see something like that. Okay, now I am not transferring data in any of the database server like SQL Server or MySQL, but I would be simply generating CSV files. Okay, so I will double click here and make it as CSV and Control S. Okay, so first step is change this to CSV. So once you change it to CSV, remaining setting are just dummy. Now setting of the tallies. So port 9000. Okay, now I need to adjust it from to date. So let me check in my tally. So data is of financial year 21-22. Okay, so let me put it as from date 21 to year 22. Okay, remaining settings should be same. Control S, save it. Okay, now one more setting I need to change. Since I want trial balance, that means I require closing balances. So by default, I have not included closing balance field in the utility, but you can include closing balance field also. So just go to tally export config file.yaml, edit it with notepad plus plus. Okay, and I will simply, so just locate this table called ledger, MST ledger, and you can find opening balance. Okay, now simply select this like this. So right from here, you have to very carefully select this, Control C. Okay, then go here, press enter and paste it. Okay, and now simply we will change opening to closing. So this is the column header of CSV and field name of closing balance field in the tally. So it is closing balance. Okay, so note, previously I was just having this field. Now I added one more field called closing balance so that my CSV files would have even closing balances. Okay, Control S, save it. So we have even modified this. Okay, now one thing again we need to change. So I have technically three companies. Okay, and one I have to pull the trial balances or generate the files from one company at a time. Okay, now if we keep this company field, okay, empty, so what will happen? This utility will generate all the data from whichever company which is active in tally, not okay. So there are three companies open, but let's say at a time only Maharashtra is active. Okay, so now I want to instruct utility that irrespective of this any company which is active, I want to specifically pull data from Excel Kida Maharashtra, this company. Okay, so if you specify company name here, okay, right, if you write the same company name here, the utility will always pick up data from this company irrespective of whichever company is active. But now the issue is that this will run perfectly for the first time, but what about the next time when we sorry, when we want Tamil Nadu also and Delhi also. Okay, so let me show you how you can do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will leave this as blank. Okay, and I'm going to modify one more file called run.bat. I will even edit this using Notepad++. Okay, now if you see, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to instruct this utility that kindly when you are exporting specifically substitute this tally company with, so I will say space double dash tally dash company space in double quotes. In double quotes, you have to mention company name. Okay. So my first company should be Excelkida Maharashtra. So let me write this company name. So Excel space Kida space dash space J-R-A-S-H-T-R-A. Okay, and ensure you don't have any spelling mistake in that. Okay, so this will forcefully generate or export data from this company even if I select Delhi. Okay, so even if I select Delhi, trial balance of Maharashtra would be generated. Let's test this. So by default, I'm now selecting as Delhi as my active company in Tally. Okay, and I'm saying that kindly export data for Excel Kida Maharashtra. Okay, let's try this. I will save this and double click and run it. Okay, now let's check. So let's check closing balance of like cash. Okay, so I will go to balance sheet, current assets. Okay, cash in hand. So for Delhi, or sorry, Maharashtra, it is 17,300. So friends, if you notice, when I ran this utility, it automatically changed the default company. That means this utility is instructing Tally to automatically change the active company. So if you see, automatically company got changed. Let's see, cash in hand, closing balance should be 17,300. Let's check the CSV file. So in MST ledger, I should get this. So cash, rather I would open this from Excel. Okay, and let's filter for a ledger called cash and check the closing balance. Cash, okay, closing balance 17,300. Okay, so this worked. Okay, now this way we generated uh, trial balance for Maharashtra. Okay, now we need to collect, so we need to generate for all the three companies. But now the issue is that, let's say if I again put next line to generate it for Tamil Nadu, the CSV file folder would get overridden with the fresh trial balance. Okay, so it would override. So what I need to do is that, let's create one more folder called, let's say I created a folder called ORG organization. Okay, so I created a one folder called ORG, and I will now instruct this utility to cut or paste. Okay, move command. So cut paste. So I will say dot slash. Now here you have to ensure you are using this Windows foldering system. So dot slash means from the current folder of the utility, go to a folder called CSV slash and cut paste a file called mst underscore ledger dot CSV and paste it in the folder called org and rename this file as Maharashtra.csv. MAHARASHTRA.CSV. Okay. So this will cut paste into this folder. Okay, let's check. So currently this org folder, I deleted my previous file. Okay, and let's run this. Okay, let's check. Okay, you can see So it cut pasted this ledger table which is having our trial balance or closing balances of all the ledgers and pasted it here. Okay. So same way we need to do it for other branches. So I will say Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu, and I will say Tamil underscore Nadu, and third one for Delhi, Delhi. Okay, so basically I'm instructing utility that first kindly generate all the data for Maharashtra, then cut paste a file called MST ledger from this CSV folder and dump it here in our org folder, okay, which we are creating. Then next, automatically change the company to Tamil Nadu in Tally, and then again generate the data, and now again cut paste file called MST ledger, which is having Tamil Nadu data, and paste it here in this folder, org folder. Okay, this way, this three company data would be generated. Let's see. So I will. Okay, and before that, we will have to do one more thing. Okay, so we will have to delete all the CSV files which are there in this org folder. Okay, so I will say dot slash org and delete all the file with extension .csv. Okay, star.csv, that means all the files having extension CSV. So go to a folder called org. Okay, delete all the existing trial balances there, and now freshly generate this trial balance and cut paste for each company. Okay, save it and let's run this and see. Okay, let's check. Okay, so you can see three trial balances. Okay, let's ensure that really we have got three trial balances. So Delhi and Maharashtra, let's say. And same way I will check the cash ledger because I generally have different closing balance for cash. So Maharashtra it is 17,300 and Delhi I'll apply 49,250. Okay, that means our trial balance is generated successfully. Okay. Now let's start the process of merging all these three trial balances. Okay, so I will first create an Excel file. So let me go to my OneDrive and create a new Excel file. Let's name this file. So it is, let's say, Tally multi company consolidation. Okay, now let's open this file using Excel desktops. Currently it is open in browser version. So I'll click here and choose open in app. Okay, now we need to go to data tab, get data from file, and Power Query basically contains an option called merging of files in the folder. So typically it can merge Excel and CSV files. So you just need to click here and browse for the folder. So I'll go to utility folder, and org folder is containing all our CSV files which we want to merge. So I'll just choose open, and now Power Query will try to auto detect all the CSV files inside this. Okay, so it detected and found three CSV files. So I will click here and tell it combine and transform. So technically Power Query calls it as combine, not merge. Okay. So you can see it has automatically detected column names. Now the condition here is that the structure of Excel CSV files need to be consistent. Now since these are generated by utility, so for sure it would be same. So I'll press OK. Okay, now you can see, so it has technically merged or combined output of all the three CSV files. You can see Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and here Delhi, along with all the columns. Let's rename this column. So this is a technical name, source.name, or name of the file. So I'll double click and let's name it as branch. Okay, and I don't want .csv here. Okay, so I can simply select this, right click and perform replace, find and replace. Okay, so find .csv and replace it with nothing, blank. Let's press OK. Okay, now I got, and I think even we can replace underscore. Okay, Tamil underscore Nadu. So I can even apply. So underscore to be replaced with one space. Okay. Okay. Now perfect. Okay. Now I don't require all this column. Okay. So basically we are just interested in. So I will select here and uh, choose an option. Choose column option. Okay. And we will select only those columns which we require. So we will require branch. Okay. Ledger name, group name, is revenue. So it will tell us that it is an P&L or balance sheet item, and is deemed positive is it a debit or credit? Opening balance and closing balance, both we require. Okay. Now closing, now technically this should be decimal. Okay, decimal number. Since I have whole number, so it auto detected it as whole number, but you should always make it as decimal. Okay, I'm making it as decimal. Okay, so uh, is revenue is just, if it is 0 that means it is balance sheet, if it is 1 it is profit loss. Okay, and deemed positive, if it is 1 it is debit, 0 it is credit. Okay, now let's load this. So let me rename it as TB or combined TB, combined trial balance. Okay, and let's create a pivot table on this to check whether multiple branch consolidation is happening properly or not. Okay, so I will go to insert pivot table and from table or range. Okay, so this is our table name. So if you can see, you cannot see uh, cell reference like A1 to D20 or this. Okay, because basically Power Query has formatted this as a table, so it is dynamic. Okay, so I'll press OK. Now let's start dragging the fields. Okay, so we want ledger names, so I will drag it here. Okay, then group name, so I will drag it before the ledger name. Okay, then we want means bifurcated based on the branches, so I will drag branches in the column name Delhi, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and closing balance in the values. Okay, so you can see, let's format this value field settings number and use 1000 separator. Okay, like if you see, so this is a combined capital of 80 lakhs. So Delhi, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. So like this, you get an output. Now it's up to you if you want to proceed based on this, or let's say if you want some customized output, like let's say you might have profit loss like this. So I will just show you a just means example. Okay, I would not be demonstrating all. I will just show you some profit loss and balance sheet item. Okay, profit loss and our balance sheet. Balance sheet. Okay, now let's zoom it. So header, profit and loss for the, okay, I'm not writing all this thing, and I'm demonstrating vertical format of profit loss. Okay, particulars, amount. Okay, like first scenario that I want profit loss for the entire organization, okay, combined sales, then your opening stock, purchase, closing stock, okay, sales and your direct income, okay, direct income, and here total. So first scenario this one, and here direct expense. Let's say you want to refer the merged sales of all the merged entities. So I'll write equal to and point to here. Sorry. Okay, let me rename this sheet. So it's our pivot trial balance. Okay. So is equal to inside this pivot trial balance. Let me locate sales. Okay, sales. So I can simply click here and refer this. Now if you notice, so this formula is dynamic. Let me format this. So this formula is dynamic. So you don't have to basically refer any cell. Okay, it is dynamic because ledgers might get added or deleted. So this sales closing balance might keep on changing its row number. Okay, but this one is dynamic. So it is simply, so it is a get pivot data function which is trying to find out a field called value of field called closing balance from this pivot table, and where the parent is sales account. Okay, where the parent is sales account. So likewise, you can link sales, then direct income, okay, purchase, okay. Now purchase would be, so since it is a of debit or expenditure nature, so it would be in minus. So I'll have to multiply it by -1 so that it gets converted to positive. Okay, this way you can link up, and let's say you want it branch wise and total. So what I will do, I will make a copy of this. Okay, so I will duplicate this sheet, create a copy and move at the end. So I'll say profit loss branch wise. Okay, profit loss branch wise. So profit loss branch wise, let's say you want something like this. 2, 3 branches I have, and then total. Okay, so let's say I have Maharashtra, then Tamil Nadu, and Delhi. Okay, so you can link up like this. So sales for Maharashtra. Okay, sales for Maharashtra. So Maharashtra is here. C. Let me format all these columns. Okay. Now I can actually copy paste this formula instead of linking it one by one. So I will simply, so I can make it dynamic. Instead of this Maharashtra, you need to keep it consistent, and I can link up like this. Okay, state name I have written here, and I would freeze row. Okay, $5, so that when I copy paste this formula at the bottom, it doesn't change. Okay, copy. Okay, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, and you can total up like this. And let's say, do you even want uh, group name to be automated? Okay, sales account. So what I can do, I can write something like this, or maybe I can put a placeholder value or group name, which basically I can keep it hidden. Okay, afterward I can hide it. So sales account. Now what I can do, one more way of doing this. So instead of this, I can simply link up this one. Okay, and here I need to freeze column. Okay, column, copy. Okay, so this is combined cell. Let's tally 162.02.620. Okay, 162.02.620 matches. Similarly, so you can say maybe direct income. Now this one is same, so I can simply copy paste the. Okay, something got changed. Okay, the reference, this pivot table reference has also changed. Okay, so we need to hold this reference. Okay, I think this one, this reference is absolute. Let us check. Copy, paste, parent G8, and the state is direct income. Okay, let me check if there is group by name direct income or direct incomes. Okay, incomes. Let's rectify the spelling name. Okay, result. Copy paste the formula to the right, and this one. Okay, like this. So you need to be careful. So this is a display name. Okay, so this is a display name of tally or group name of tally, and this is our display name for the financial presentation purpose. Or you can maybe name it like this: variable cost. Sorry, no, it is direct income. Perfect. So here direct expense, you can name it variable cost. Okay, and I can do like this. So direct expenses, and I can copy paste formula here. Okay, and multiply it with -1 for the expenses. Okay, same way for purchase. Okay, for purchase, so you need to check the exact group name. Okay, purchase accounts, purchase. Okay, so this way you can link based on the group. Okay, but let's say you want to go into more details. Okay, like inside purchase, let's say I want to prepare a schedule of purchase, that to branch wise. So I will copy paste this. Okay, in this scenario, let's say I want all these ledger names. Okay, what my purchase comprises of. So it comprises of processor, RAM. Okay, processor, RAM. Now in that case, you can actually copy paste this formula, but here same pivot formula. Let me change the references. Okay, but now there is no group by name processor, because we are trying to search not parent but ledger name. Okay, name by name processor. Okay, if you check this, okay, if you check this is a ledger. Okay, if you check the pivot parent and name, so we are trying to now search on the based on the ledger, not group name. So if you see, this formula is very much dynamic. So it can accommodate all the scenario, like searching of, means summarizing group or maybe ledger. Okay, this way you can simply copy paste and make schedules. Same is equal to sum. Okay, so this is a technique you can make it for multiple company. Okay. Okay, now one thing we need to ensure whether this is working dynamically or not. Like let's say if we change our sales, does this automatically changes? Let's see. So please note. So our Maharashtra sales was 80,67,150. Okay, 80,67,150. Let's verify this with the tally. So I'll go to Maharashtra and profit loss 80,67,150. Okay. Now let's try to modify any entry and let's assume that I am increase sales by 3,000 and I make it 80 lakh 70,000. Okay. So let's try to increase the sale. So let's assume I increase by 3,000 any of this entry. So laptop sale. So let's say after instead of 8 lakh 1,000 I make it 8 lakh 4,000. Okay. Okay, now if you go here, so it is 80 lakh 70,000. Okay, now real time it would not be update. Okay, so you will have to run the utility or maybe automatic and schedule this utility. Okay, now let's check if this gets synchronized on running the utility. Okay, so let's say I go to here and again run it. Okay, please note now before this it was 80 lakhs 67,000. Let's run the utility which will again dump fresh copies of CSV file containing trial balance. Okay. Okay. And after that, simple. You have to go here and go to data tab and press refresh all. Okay. Press refresh all. Now please notice. So before refreshing, it was 80 lakh 67,000. Okay. And after changing an entry in tally, this should automatically increase. Okay. So refresh all. Okay, I think we will have to press here. Okay, refresh all needs to be press here, refresh all. And now let's go to, okay, 80, 70. So ensure that you have to press refresh all here inside somewhere here. Okay, where the data is imported. So you can see 80 lakh 70,000 automatically increase. So this way you can dynamically link without worrying that which entry got changed in tally and which figure or which ledger closing balance you need to check. You don't have to worry about that in this technique. I hope you enjoyed this technique. So please give this technique a try on your own example. And one advantage of this technique is that, so in the tutorial, I just took 3 companies, but you can practically literally take hundreds of companies in tally and apply this. And this technique is very optimized, so it would not shoot up your tally usage resource much. So if you like this technique, please do like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel.